Hey, it's Justin Pautonnier here from Mix 107. We continue with our Heartland tour. Our first tour stop is in Bon Accord, and I have a very special guest this morning, Joyce Pierce, the CAO of Bon Accord. Joyce, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Well, I'm super happy to have you on, and I kind of want to find more about you first, Joyce. Are you originally from Bon Accord? Did you move there?
No, I am not originally from Bon Accord. I live in Thorhild, so I'm north of Bon Accord.
Gotcha.
I have not moved here. I commute daily. It's a 45-minute drive, more or less, and it's been wonderful.
You get to see a lot of the country that way.
I do, yes.
So, as a person who gets to work in the community, what are some of the things that just stand out to you? Just getting into the community, you're driving down Main Street. What's something that really stands out to you as far as what makes Bon Accord just great?
I think the pride in ownership is well noted in Bon Accord. When you drive around this community, it looks like a real warm, welcoming community. And not only just driving around, when you get to know the people here, there is a great sense of community here. People really take care of one another, and I find that remarkable.
So now we're seeing Bon Accord right now as a great community that's really showing well, even through this pandemic, doing kind of the best that they can. The council's worked really hard at that.
Yes, absolutely. The last 4 years, council's really been diligent in trying to maintain property tax for the residents here in Bon Accord, and they've done a great job of that. They've been successful in still continuing with their capital projects. Over the 4 years, they've paved 4 streets, they've completed the expansion of their water reservoir, and they've also built a solar farm so that our municipal properties we can create power for our own municipal properties, which is fantastic. They've had a bit of growth in the commercial section. We've had a pharmacy open, and council's also been very instrumental in recruiting 2 full-time doctors here, which is fantastic for the town and for the surrounding neighboring municipality.
So does it seem like that there's being a lot of families being drawn to the area? Because as you're saying, getting doctors in and getting those services into the community, as far as a family wanting to think of, where are we going to set down some roots, that's got to be a big benefit.
It is. That has been great. Bon Accord has 2 fantastic schools, and there is a large presence of young families here and small children to fill those schools. So no, it's great. It all adds to the momentum, and it also helps to keep our seniors in the community as well. So we're working towards trying to expand that area as well.
So actually, since we're on the topic of that, it is Seniors Week this week in Bon Accord, and I know that you guys take great care of the seniors in that town for sure.
Yes, we are trying very hard, and this year with the pandemic, of course, and restrictions being as they are, we are still honoring our seniors and having a little drive-through presentation for them. So yeah, it's great.
Very nice. Now, where do you see Bon Accord going in the future? Obviously, you're seeing growth going in the right direction here. 5-10 years down the road, I'm sure you have plans as the CAO. You're looking forward in all these cases from different perspectives, whether it be with residents or the business side of things. Where do you see it going?
I see nothing but good things happening for Bon Accord, and I see growth. Council has sold a piece of property recently that a developer is coming in and building 3 retail bays. And to the best of my understanding, he's got those already leased out, or just about completely leased out and ready to go. So within the next year or 2, I think people are going to see a huge difference in Bon Accord, and there is definitely going to be growth. We are at a turning point. Bon Accord is ripe for the picking.
For sure. And I think that's an important thing too, is maybe the Bon Accord that maybe you knew 5-10 years ago is not necessarily the Bon Accord today in how you guys are approaching the future.
Absolutely. We are very well. This council and this administration has been very good at preparing Bon Accord for growth and getting all of our infrastructure ready to address that growth and assist with that growth. So I think we're on the mark. We're headed in the right direction.
So post-pandemic, Joyce, let's say you're out, you're just getting off work on a Thursday afternoon or a Tuesday afternoon. What are you seeing out in Bonnecourt? Are you going for dinner somewhere? Are you seeing folks walking around? What would be a nice evening in Bonnecourt?
I think one of the highlights that Bonnecourt has had in the past has been the music in the park. And because of the pandemic, of course, that closed it down. But with hopefully the restrictions softening and the ability to start these programs again, I can see people coming into town, having a nice dinner at Chelsea's, and then walking over to the Centennial Park and with their lawn chair and sitting down and enjoying an evening of music and kids playing. There's all kinds of kids here, and there's always lots of kids out with their bikes and their scooters and all kinds of things. So yeah, it's great. It's a lively place.
That's Joyce Pierce, the CAO for the town of Bonnecourt. Joyce, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations on Bonnecourt being our Heartland Tour kickoff community for today.
Thanks very much.